Hello folks, welcome back to the channel, and today we're in sunny Saltburn-by-the-Sea. Saltburn-by-the-Sea is a sleepy little Victorian resort that's getting a good bit of press lately as being one of these upcoming undiscovered resorts, but I've been coming here since the mid-1990s. Saltburn was once just a small fishing village with a bit of a penchant for smuggling. But that changed once ironstone was found in the nearby hills. That discovery of ironstone brought with it the mining industry and then the railways to Saltburn. The Pease family, who were heavily involved in industry, decided to invest into Saltburn and turn it into a fantastic Victorian resort. So let's go for a wander. Today we're not wandering alone. We've got Paul and Kim somewhere. Yep, Kim's there from Wandering with Watto and Kim's Picks 59. Go out and check their channels out. I'll put a link in the description below where you can go and check their videos out. So this building is formerly a hotel. It was built by the Pease family back in the 1800s. It was the flagship of Saltburn. Sadly it's now just flats, but what a magnificent piece of architecture it is. So this is the bandstand, which looks very old, but in fact is fairly new. I think it was actually built in the 1990s, 1995 I think it was. The original was actually bombed during World War II, so it took them a while to get round to building a replacement. But you know the saying, ladies, ask a man to do a job and he'll do it. There's no need to remind him about it every 6 months. Back in the 18th century, the valley that runs through Saltburn was a smuggling route to get goods from the shore to places where they could be hidden. That all changed with the development of the Valley Gardens between the years of 1865 and 1867, with Henry Pease developing the resort of Saltburn-by-the-Sea. The gardens were designed as a pleasure grounds for all and feature a nursery area, extensive tree planting, a croquet lawn, a bandstand with seating, woodland paths, an Albert Memorial, summer houses and a formal Italian gardens. So guys, behind me there we have the Albert Memorial built to Prince Albert. I told you, full of Victorian is Saltburn-by-the-Sea. So guys, we're just picking our way through the Valley Gardens. So we've got wild garlic and bluebells. So we're just having a wander and we're going to head to the tea rooms for a little bit of a break. So about now I think I'm going to talk about some famous folks from Saltburn. So here are a few notable sons of Saltburn. Astronaut Nicholas Patrick went into space with NASA on one of the space shuttles. One of only 4 Brits to go into space. There are about 7 footballers from Saltburn. Most notable is Tony Mowbray, who was a Middlesbrough legend and went into management. And mostly notable for me anyway, being a rock music fan, David Coverdale of Deep Purple and then Whitesnake was born here in Saltburn. So that's enough of talking. We'll get back to exploring. Here we go again. So there's Watto heading over the bridge there, and we're going to head over there and go to the tea rooms.
You have to tickle it.
So this is the Italian garden here in Saltburn. So this bit is Saltburn Woodland Centre. We're currently being attacked by green fly, but this is quite pleasant. You imagine this is a lovely place to sit and relax. A little bit of a walled garden type thing going on. So we're going to head off to the beach now. Hi folks, voiceover Andy here. At this point I somehow managed to power off my microphone, so for the next few minutes I'll be continuing the video with a voiceover. Behind the Catnab Fish Bar is a car park which on occasion has echoed to the thunder of a unique automotive spectacle, the Saltburn Hill Climb. Where classic and vintage vehicles sprint up the hill, the event was set up to commemorate what happened many years ago on Saltburn Beach. Saltburn Sands were the location of the speed trials where famous racers would test their mettle in order to break land speed records. Competitors included Sir Malcolm Campbell, father of the famous Donald Campbell, who set a record here in 1922. Unfortunately for Sir Malcolm, the handheld stopwatches used to time the event were not considered acceptable for the official records. As for the Saltburn Hill Climb, after a few years off, it is due to return in 2025. Fingers crossed, and I hope to be there. This is the Ship Inn. It's now a family-friendly pub, but was once the centre of smuggling here in Saltburn. The landlord back then was John Andrews. Scots-born Andrews was quite a character. Known as the King of Smugglers, he used the Ship Inn to cover up his illicit practices whilst working for the police department to create the ultimate subterfuge. Saltburn Pier was constructed in 1867 and opened in 1869. It is perhaps one of the unluckiest piers to still be surviving today. It is also remarked to be the last remaining pleasure pier in Yorkshire, but on several occasions it nearly was consigned to history. From its inception, steamers ran from the end of the pier taking visitors to such exotic locations as Middlesbrough, Hartlepool and Scarborough. All was good, and the 1500 feet pier was financially successful. However, storms of the 21st and 22nd of October of 1875 put pay to that, with gale force winds removing 300 feet from the structure at the seaward end. This put pay to steamer trips, and the pier ran up debts and was sold off. In 1884 saw the pier head widened and a bandstand added. All was good again. Then in May 1924, SS Ovenberg, a China Clay vessel, collided with the pier, punching a 210-foot gap in the pier, leaving that bandstand completely inaccessible. That damage meant it took a further 6 years before the pier was repaired and opened to the public again. 9 years later, with the outbreak of war, the pier was sectioned with much of the deck removed to prevent a landing site for a possible Nazi invasion. The war took its toll, and the steel shortage meant it wasn't reopened until May 1952. Gales in 1953 resulted in more repairs, taking 5 years to complete, only for further repairs to be needed just a few months later. In 1961, 20 piles were twisted in a storm. Can you see what I mean when I said it was unlucky? A decade of good fortune during 1961 to 1971 saw over 90,000 visitors to the pier, but bad luck was just around the corner again. Storms of 1971, 1973 and 1974 left the pier in a dangerous state, and it was now 400 foot shorter than it was in its original incarnation. In 1975, the council submitted an application to have the pier demolished. A subsequent Save the Pier campaign led to a public inquiry, and the result was that the pier should be shortened to preserve what was savable. The originally 15-foot pier would now be shortened to just 681 foot. The refurbished pier opened in June 1978. More positive news: in the year 2000, the council obtained a £1.2 million grant from the National Lottery Heritage Scheme, and the restored pier gained Grade 2 listed building status in 2001, and in 2009 it won Pier of the Year by the National Piers Society. Finally, it looks like Saltburn Pier is now in safe hands. Saltburn's modest low promenade isn't overdeveloped like so many seaside resorts, and consists of a fish and chip restaurant, a few other food vendors, a surf shop, an arcade, and this mini golf course. There is also a surf school and a row of coloured beach huts. I've been informed, rather badly as it turns out, that these beach huts were named after monarchs. Clearly it started off that way, and then somehow they got bored. King Brian, anyone? Queen Shirley? Of course, if you know any different, put it in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure the monarch theme just went out the window after about the 7th hut. That aside, their colourful appearance really does add some fun to the beachfront here in Saltburn. Also on the promenade is the famous funicular cliff tramway. It's closed on the first Monday of the month for maintenance. This day was a Tuesday, but hang on, except for May Bank Holiday Monday, surely not. Oh no, that meant we've got to tackle the Steps of Doom. Right guys, we're going to attack the Steps of Doom, seeing as the lovely funicular tramway is out of order. So both Watto and myself have done the gentlemanly thing, and we've left our missus down there, and we're going to go and pick them up with the cars. So yeah, here we go. I think this is more steps than Whitby.
They're smaller, aren't they? Not like giant. Might be an issue.
Yeah.
Been in the burn yet?
My knees certainly aren't enjoying it, I know that for sure. There's a flat bit here, so you can have a rest.
We're all getting there.
Yeah, time for a rest though. Right, we've just stopped for a breather after the the first flight. It's not just to take in the lovely scenery, it's to stop us having cardiac arrest. So yeah, we better crack on. I think this is your subscribers coming up here, isn't it? What? Yeah. Right, onwards.
My bloody thighs are burning. Wow.
Yep, it's good exercise, I know that.
Good.
Doesn't feel like it, but it is good exercise. It's a nice view from up here.
It is actually a very nice view from up there.
There's the ship in, we've just had something to eat. And we'll hopefully keep that down. ADR's the only way is up, but we can't put it on here obviously for copyright. It probably isn't now. I'm hoping this is not like when you go up loads of mountains and you get a false summit. No. Right, we've pretty much done it, what though? I think you were looking a bit red in the face, but we've finally done it. So this is the source of all of our pain and misery, as the fact that this was unavailable today because they were servicing it. So we've had to use the steps. Just about getting my breath back, but yeah, a great day here in Saltburn. Right then guys, this is the end of our little day trip to Saltburn. Wondering with what? Oh, do go and check out Paul's channel. Got loads of videos on the West Country as well as North Yorkshire as well. Where else, what? Oh,
Cotswolds.
Cotswolds,
Cotswolds, mainly the southwest of England and the West Country, Devon, Cornwall, bit of Cotswolds, and we come up north and we go Wales or whatever. So on our holidays we'll take you along with us, but mostly the West Country.
So there you go. If you are planning a holiday down in the southwest, somewhere like that, the Cotswolds, as Watto says, go check out Watto's channel, and you'll see some great videos, things to do, and places to visit down there. I'm about to have about, I think, 10 minutes in an oxygen tent after climbing all those steps, and we'll catch you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. Give it a thumbs up as well, and yeah, please share it with your friends. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Bye bye.